Hi, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Welcome to the South Carolina College Baseball Recap for Saturday, May the 9th. There are only 11 games involving state teams played on Saturday. Let's take a look at what went on. Over at Clemson, Jaron Purify drove in 3 runs, and Clemson scored the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th on a bases-loaded wild pitch as the Tigers beat Florida State 4-3 to even their ACC series with the number 14 ranked Seminoles. Clemson improved to 30-21 overall, 9-17 in the ACC. The Seminoles fell to 35-15 and 16-10. Purify had a 2-run homer in the 4th and an RBI single in the 6th. Hayden Simerson struck out all three Seminoles he faced in the 9th inning to nail down the save. And Danny Nelson had a great middle relief outing. He faced 12 batters, retired them all to keep Clemson in the game close enough to come back and rally. Over at Spartanburg, Logan Tribble singled and doubled to drive in 3 runs, and Wofford moved within a half game of first place Western Carolina in the Southern Conference with a 6-5 win over East Tennessee State. The Terriers are now 33-17 overall, 11-6 in the SoCon. East Tennessee State fell to 29-19 and 9-7. For the Terriers, Austin Laughlin got the save. He went 3 innings, didn't allow a run, and struck out 4. Also on Saturday, Old Dominion scored the game's final 3 runs to even its series at Coastal Carolina by a score of 6-3. The number 8 Chanticleers fell to 34-16 overall, 20-6 in the Sun Belt. Old Dominion is now 28-24 and 12-14. Before that game, the Chanticleers honored the 2016 National Championship team. I'm sure there are a lot of good memories shared during that. For Coastal in that game, Trace Mason came back after being injured for a while. He got a hit, a stolen base, and an RBI. Max Kaplan pitched a complete game as USC Upstate evened its series with Presbyterian in Big South Conference play. Score was 7-1 down at PC at Clemson. Kaplan's now 5-5. Upstate's 24-27 overall, 12-11 in the Big South. PC fell to 11-40 and 7-13. Up in Elon, North Carolina, Reese Holbrook, Alex Lacoste, and Will Tippett had 3 hits apiece as College of Charleston run-ruled Elon 11-1 in 7 innings to clinch the series win in the Coastal Athletic Association. The Cougars are 24-25 overall, 14-12 in the conference, and Elon fell to 19-30 and 10-19. Charleston Southern clinched a series win at Longwood, also in Big South Conference play. That final score was 7-1. The Buccaneers are now 27-19, 11-9 in the Big South. Longwood fell to 28-22 and 10-10. Down in Columbia, number 19 Alabama hit 3 home runs and clinched its first series win in Columbia since 2006 with a 9-6 win over South Carolina. It was senior day for the Gamecocks. They got off to a 4-1 lead with the help of a 3-run homer by Jake Randolph, but the Crimson Tide quickly came back. Alabama's now 34-17 overall, 15-11 in the SEC. Carolina, which has lost 7 straight, is now 22-29 and 7-19. Carolina's 29 losses tied the school record, which was set last year, and they've still got a bunch of games to play. As I mentioned, Randolph had a couple of hits for the Gamecocks. To highlight the play, Luke Uhas had 3 hits for South Carolina as one of the seniors who got to start during the game. High Point scored 4 runs in the 3rd inning and held on to take sole possession of first place in the Big South Conference with a 7-3 win over Winthrop. The Panthers are now 33-17 overall, 14-6 in the Big South. Winthrop fell to 30-20 and 13-7. Game 3 of that series is Sunday. Winthrop will try to move back into a tie for first place. Down in Charleston, Sanford scored a run in the 8th inning, 2 in the 9th, and 1 in the 10th, and avoided a sweep in the SoCon series at the Citadel by winning 5-4. Bulldogs had a 4-1 lead, could not hold it up. Sanford's now 26-23 overall, 10-8 in the SoCon. The Citadel fell to 27-23 and 8-10. In the postseason, Florida Starlington Tech lost to Hartford Community College 13-12 in Game 3 of the NCAA East District Championship Series down at Lexington. The Stingers fell behind 12-3, got within 13-11, had the bases loaded with no one out in the bottom of the 9th. They hit into a double play as a run scored, but then they ground out into the game and sent Hartford, which is 54-6 now, on to the Junior College World Series in Grand Junction, Colorado later this month. Stingers had another fine season. They ended their year at 50-13. Jake Little had a single, a homer, and 4 RBI for the Stingers. Down in Dahlonega, Georgia, for the second straight day, Zach Coward hit a 2-run homer to put Lander ahead, and the Bearcats held on to beat, top-seeded North Georgia by a score of 11-7 to win the Peach Belt Conference Championship Series 2-0. The Bearcats are now 36-19. North Georgia fell to 41-14. Lander clinched a bid to the NCAA Division II playoffs. The bid is to be announced on Sunday night, usually somewhere around 10:30, 11, something like that. I really think that Lander was kind of on the bubble if they had not won, so it was no doubt for them now as they do that. The 8-team South Regional field will be announced on Sunday night. Beyond the border, in the ACC, North Carolina clinched a series win over Pitt 12-2. Georgia Tech beat Duke for the second straight day, 15-2. Number 23, Virginia evened its series with Cal, 2-1. Miami took the rubber game of its series with Louisville, 10-8. NC State evened its series with Stanford, 12-7. Notre Dame beat Oakland, 15-5. UNC Greensboro outslugged Virginia Tech, 18-13. Wake Forest whipped Western Carolina for the second straight day, 14-2. Boston College and New Jersey Tech were rained out. They'll play a pair on Sunday. How about the ACC standings? Georgia Tech's at 21-5. North Carolina at 19-7. Boston College at 17-10. Florida's at 16-10. Miami is at 15-12. Wake Forest is at 14-13. NC State and Virginia are at 13-13. Virginia Tech's at 13-14. Stanford's at 11-15. Notre Dame and Louisville are at 11-16. Pitt is at 10-16. Duke, California, and Clemson are all tied for 14th at 9-17. In the SEC, number 5 Georgia clinched the regular season championship and top seed for the tournament with a 13-8 win over LSU over at Foley Field in Athens. Number 12 Arkansas topped number 24 Oklahoma 12-8. Number 6 Auburn beat Mississippi State 13-2. Missouri beat Vanderbilt 8-7 in 10 innings in the completion of Friday's fog-suspended game. They're still playing right now in the bottom of the 11th, and Vandy's winning by 3. I will update the standings on the post on the page at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Tennessee beat number 4 Texas for the second straight night, 14-9. Number 9 Texas A&M split a doubleheader with number 20 Ole Miss. Aggies win game 1 18-5. Rebels win game 2 6-5. And Kentucky evened its series with Florida by a score of 4-2. The Gators number 21 in the country. SEC standings. Again, I will update it with the second Vandy-Missouri final when it's over. Georgia's at 20-6. Texas A&M is at 16-10. Texas is at 15-10. Auburn is at 16-11. Alabama and Arkansas 15-11. Mississippi State's at 15-12. Florida's at 14-12. Ole Miss is 14-13. Tennessee is 13-13. Kentucky and Oklahoma are at 12-14. Vandy's at 10-15 going into game 2. LSU's at 9-17. South Carolina is 7-19. And Missouri is at 5-20 with game 2 to come. Let's look at the schedule for Sunday. Only 8 games going on, and all involving state Division I teams. Old Dominion's at Coastal Carolina at 1. Charleston Southern's at Longwood at 1. College of Charleston's at Elon at 1. East Tennessee State is at Wofford at 1. Florida State is at Clemson at 3 o'clock. USC Upstate is at Presbyterian at 1. Winthrop is at High Point at 1. And South Carolina is at home against Alabama at 1:30. That's it for the South Carolina College Baseball recap for May 9th and the schedule for Sunday, May the 10th. This is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. You can always catch up to date on the scores at my website. Follow in-game updates at Palmetto Base on X. For now, this is Rudy Jones saying good night. Jesus loves you.